Alright, let's, I think we can do this maze, right? Nope. Aha. No, let's go right here. Yeah. Right here. Oh, you know what? I don't even think I need to go here. Right here? Right here? Huh. Oh, whoa. Hello. How are you guys? I didn't know you were standing there. This is embarrassing. I was just having some fun in our base. So I decided that our entrance wasn't cool enough, so I wanted to make a maze, and right now I'm just kind of practicing it. Ooh, we made it. So let me show you around here. Alright, so here is the entrance to our base. Obviously still a work in progress, but it's something. It's some walls, right? And I think we're gonna put like some sort of logo here, I think, to break up this flat wall here. But yeah, so entrance so far, you guys have probably seen all this, but we blocked off the entrance to here because that's just too easy to hop in our base and start messing with things, right? So we are going to have two entrances, one here and one here, and this one haven't started on yet, but this one here, we're basically going to have like a little, you know, maze to see if you can figure out how to get into our base. It's also a work in progress, but I think I'm going to have some like trophies and stuff spread out throughout the maze here, and some cool little designs and stuff like that. But I've never made a parkour maze in Minecraft before, so I will probably be working on this for the entirety of the season here. So, and I say season. This is probably only going to be one season of GTNH. Maybe we'll see, but we still have a long way to go. We are just hitting IV. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Did I see quests completed? Oh yeah, I think oh, okay, yep. Yeah, we got some random quests that I completed off camera here. Yeah, okay. Back to this. So, yeah, we are just. Oh, you know what? Let's take this off. And oh my goodness. Yeah, I am not a parkour guy. So this is gonna. There we go. And we just go up here, and we can kind of just go this. But yeah, this is all gonna change. I'm just testing some things out here. Yeah, it's not very much yet, but it's like I said, work in progress, and I think this is just kind of oof, I haven't figured out how to what to do when we fall down. So, but yeah, that's basically the maze here. I'm gonna kind of have it like run around the whole base here, uh, and see if you can figure out how to get into my base. So, anyways, that's kind of like a little fun side project that I'm gonna be working on here. And if you guys have any cool ideas, leave them down in the comments there, and we will see if we can implement them. So last episode we built this guy here. I am going to expand it this way for, I think, fluid storage, which we are going to get into a little bit this episode, I believe, and get our fluids implemented into AE2. So, or our ME system, however you want to say it. So, yeah, which kind of leads me to what I want to get done this episode, and it's going to be less progression and more automation of materials. So if we look in our system here, we have a bunch of stuff, right? But a lot of this stuff is just not automated. I kind of started the fluids, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, there's some materials that we need to automate. So steels, we're getting a little low on steel, so I want to make a little steel factory and pretty much an automation factory. I built another EBF there, but I think I'm gonna have like a factory tower on this like corner of the base, which by corner of the base, we are going to expand this out this way a little bit more. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have like a, I don't know, this is one chunk, maybe like a 4-chunk factory tower, starting at bedrock maybe. So we got to dig all the way down to bedrock in these 4 chunks, and then kind of going up. So still sticking to the 7x7 chunks that we got going on here. Base is still very unfinished, but it's getting there. We can actually maybe go check it out right now. Do a little flyby. Don't pay attention to this door here, alright? This is not the way into the base. See, doesn't exist. But yeah, so entrance to the base and then kind of goes up. I don't know if we're going to keep this ring or not. I might. I don't know. It's growing on me. But yeah, the base is kind of getting there. I don't know how high we want the pyramid aspect to go. I was thinking that we put like, eventually we're going to have to do blood magic, so I guess we don't have to, but I want to. I'm thinking about putting the blood magic altar right on top in the middle, and with the beacons going up, I think it'll look kind of cool. But yeah, this is the base so far. Bees are still over there that I've kind of forgot about. We need to go back and revisit those here soon too. So look at all the flowers. This is crazy. I sometimes just come over here and knock them all down here, and because this is, oops. Oh wait, I got a full inventory. Oops. But this is good dyes. So yeah. But anyways, let's get back to doing some actual work here. I kind of have like analysis paralysis right now, because there's like so much stuff I want to do, and thinking about getting it done, I'm having a hard time figuring out where to start. That's why I kind of just made another EBF, because I know I'm going to need one of those. So yeah, I guess let's start. You know what? Let's explain what we did with the fluids. I currently only have one super tank, which is my oxygen super tank, connected to my ME system with the ME fluid bus, and then I had to make this, this guy here, the fluid discretizer, yep, that one. And that basically makes the fluids into like little items that, I mean, I guess you can take them out like that, but that's going to help us craft with fluids in ME, the AE2 system. So, which is explained a little bit better than I just explained it. A bit better, actually, in this quest here. So dual interface is going to allow us to use items and fluids in crafting recipes, and then obviously your fluid pattern terminal will help you see all your create fluid patterns, I guess, and see your fluids. So we're going to get into a little bit of this here, but I think to start off, let's dig down to bedrock in those 4 chunks we talked about. So I will be back when I get that done. I have my buildcraft builder set up over here, but I think we're going to need to, what was it, over here, I think? Set it up over there and start digging down with that. So I will be back when I get that done. Look at this mob farm right here. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, you know what? I'm sick of messing with that filler. I think I called it a builder earlier, and we also had a little bit of a lag. No, we had a little bit of a creeper explosion here. So, you know what? That kind of reminded me. Let's use, where did I put it? Let's use some of this. Do I have a flint and steel? Yes, we do. Let's get a little risky. I don't really know how big industrial TNT explodes, so we're gonna test it right. This stuff's gonna cost me. Man, I keep running into issues here. Let's just put this here. Oh, can you not? Oh! Okay. Seemed like it was pretty controlled. In like a 3x3 area. Maybe we can do a bigger one. Let's get rid of this poison stuff. If I was gonna start over, I would not choose this biome because this stuff is just all over the place underground. Oh god. Get out of here. No. I didn't double check my way out. Oh. All right. Let's boy. I guess we got to run back. I haven't had to do this in a little bit. Okay, and it's nighttime. I don't have my jetpack. This is terrible. Am I in quicksand? Yep, I am. Okay. I will be back. All right. Let's just block this off for now. And put all of our stuff back on. Alright. I think we are ready to get back to it. Let's go check. Let's get the inventory situated here and break all this out and see what we got here. Oh wow. Yeah, that was a. Oh, we missed that poison pile. Alright, so there's one hole, right? That went pretty smooth. Let's try to make a few more. I'm gonna have to make some more industrial TNT actually too. All right, so oh, we missed a concrete block there, but we have a hole, a very big hole. So this little corner of our base, I think, is going to be some like a big factory tower thing, something. This fog is kind of annoying. So it took, you know, TNT, a little bit of the filler work, and then I decided that manually mining it out with the hammer was just kind of my best option here. So we are all the way down to bedrock. Now it's time just to figure out some sort of design here. So I gotta think it through a little bit more. And then in this corner of the base, we are just going to put a bunch of like setups that make materials automatically. Like I think we're going to start with steel production here, and then we'll probably throw our polyethylene setup sort of in here. We're going to have to run power into this tower and AE2 cables. So let me get to doing some work on that. Not much to see here except for just a big hole that took a little bit longer than I expected to dig out, but I think I like it, and Now we can get to work on getting it all set up and looking semi-pretty. Alrighty, we are back, and I have cleaned it up a little bit here. Got rid of the stone, just to give a little background so it doesn't look so bad. Made these little supports. This middle one we'll probably use for some cabling, and we could actually use any of them really for cabling, I think. So now I need to figure out platforms, and I don't know if we probably don't want to start at the bottom. Our power is coming from right there, actually. I have a platinum cable sitting right here, and this is only carrying 2 amps of IV, but that might be able to get us started. So maybe we just start at not this level. This is like a utility level, cable level, I think. So maybe we start. I'd like to see it from our control room though. So maybe we do start from up here. So now we got the bones of it done. Now we just got to put some skin on it, you know? Yeah, and then figure out transition. I've started to take down the old hempcrete walls that I had here. My old base design that I thought I was going to go with, and now we are definitely committed to the pyramid. And funny thing is, somebody had mentioned on a couple episodes ago that uh, this is kind of the storyline of the show slash movie Stargate, which is what the Stargate's based on. And I had no idea. I've never watched that show before until now. Now I'm kind of going through it, and then um, I hit an episode. So it was like the Egyptians. I think the lore is. I haven't. I'm just starting on the show, so I haven't watched the movie yet because I don't have access to it for free, or not for free, but I don't have the subscription, or I don't know. It's on something that I don't have access to right now. So I haven't watched the movie yet, and the movie is, from what I understand, before the SG-1 show. So, anyways, so the lore is like the Egyptians made the Stargate and traveled the universe, and then I just went to watched an episode where the Vikings had also used the Stargate, and they were kind of like the good guys or something. And so I'm currently on that episode. I don't know what episode it is, 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there of the first season. Um, and funny thing is, like, my guy is like supposed to be Viking-esque. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know how I got this Minecraft skin. It's been no, I got rid of my night vision. I got this Minecraft skin a while ago when I was watching the show Vikings, and wanted it to be like Ragnar. But yeah, I just kind of stuck with it, and I think it's a cool skin. So yeah, let's. Oh, it's actually not that dark down there. Oh, because we got the sunlight. All right. Uh, I did put it on peaceful because I was just running. I was running into all sorts of things. We still have that death marker actually that we need probably can get rid of here. But yeah, I have it on peaceful right now. You know, it is what it is. I don't necessarily call it cheating, because I do like when mobs are around. It gives it like some ambiance, you know, your surroundings. So when I'm building, I kind of turn it onto peaceful, so I don't have to constantly die. But yeah, we will turn it back to probably hard, I think is what we had it on before. But yeah, right now building, I keep it on peaceful. I don't think that takes away from the game too much. So yeah, let me figure out how I want this to go. Let's put some gear back on so we can see. And yeah, we will get back to work here. I think we're gonna start with one platform here. It's this. Oh God, I didn't die. I didn't put my jetpack on. Holy moly, this is a clumsy episode. Wow. Where was I? platforms. Yeah, so this little corner of the base, I feel like is just going to be all automation, automatically making materials for us. I think and then this will probably bleed into the base itself, but I just want a general area where we can start some automation stuff, and I think we have plenty of room here. So, and I want it to look a little bit structural, so we have these shiny futuristic armor plating pillars here. So this is what's helping hold up the pyramid, right? Anyway, let me get to work here and see what I come up with for what this, not this level, what this level is going to look like, and go from there. All right, so I've been at this a little bit here. I think we have a general palette. I don't know. Again, I'm colorblind, so if these colors don't make sense, leave it down in the comments. Tell me I'm doing something wrong here. I'm all ears. So this did kind of turn out a little bit smaller than what I originally wanted. I think I didn't really have a plan going into this. I just kind of started placing blocks. So later I might move these pillars out a little bit. Now I won't be able to move that one in the back there because that's like the edge of the base. So we could move this out a little bit and spread this out. We can move that middle pillar. It's currently not lined up because this is a 2x2, and I kind of like walkways to be 3x3. So maybe we'll make this a little bit bigger and make that a 3x3 and then smack it in the middle. I had it chunk aligned. I don't really necessarily know if I need to have it chunk aligned. So yeah, I'm capped out for building right now. So let's fill this thing in with some automation, right? And I think we said we were going to start with steel. So I have my little EBF over here. Let's look at the process of making steel and how we want to automate it. And we are going to set up a little deal here. So steel. This shouldn't be too complicated. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of steel. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Yeah, right here, this one. Okay, so we are going to use the wrought iron recipe, I think, which means we're going to need to set up oxygen within our AE2 system. Or, I mean, eventually we're going to have to do that anyway. So maybe we're going to have to look at that soon, because we're also going to need, in order to make the wrought iron. So actually, let's mark this. And in order to make the wrought iron, we are going to macerate down an ingot right here. And then to make the wrought iron ingot, we are going to use an arc furnace, which we can do straight from iron dust. Is that the way? No, I think we're going to do it this way. All right, so we're also going to need oxygen for the arc furnace. So not too difficult of an automation here, right? So basically all we need is an arc furnace and an EBF. So let's go make the arc furnace, and we could probably just keep it LV because it doesn't need to be super fast. All right, so there's our arc furnace. So we'll have to have it. We're actually gonna have to have LV power in there too. So probably gonna need a bunch of transformers. That's a quest that we never did apparently. Ah, look at this. Neat. All right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a couple things ready that will probably not need to be on camera. So let me get to work here in doing that. I'll steal that MV to LV transformer. We're gonna need a HV to MV transformer. We are going to need another EV to HV transformer and an LV. Gosh, I thought I had that stuff. Did I put it in this chest here? Oh yeah, here we go. This was all the things that I was going to need here. Okay. Oh, I don't have a macerator on there, huh? Yeah, because you can't do wrought iron ingot to... Gosh, this recipe is not terrible either, because we have a ton of coal dust. What do you use the coal dust for? Is there like any... I don't know. I don't feel like looking at that. All right, so we have a bunch of stuff here that we're going to use. I forgot I put it in here. We're not going to use this arc furnace. We'll use that for something else. I want my automation to kind of be as power conscious as possible, because our power system has been keeping up. I've been kind of playing and building stuff for a long time, and everything's keeping up. My benzene has dropped quite a bit because I threw in a couple stacks of titanium over there to kind of use up some of my benzene instead of just letting it void. So yeah, let's start planning out our first little automation. And I did make some ME emitters as well, which was some calculation processors and redstone. I don't know if these take a channel or not, though. That is something that I was wondering. Can we stick this on here? No. Let's go. Oops. We can stick it right here, though. Okay, so I don't think the emitters take, oh geez. I don't think they take a channel. Okay, that's good. So the emitter is going to help us turn off the system when the steel reaches a certain level in our ME systems. So we're also going to need to get ME cable over here. Power and ME cable, that's what we need to do right now. Alright, so we have a data cable and a power cable. Now let's go up here and start placing our machines how we want them set up, and we can just throw all this junk in this chest for now. Alright, we're going to need transformers. Okay, we're going to need that. We forgot our macerator. We should probably just make a LV macerator, I think. Alright, so that's 2 MV machines, so that's not too bad. Because we'll have like 4 amps of LV coming off of our transformer, so we should be good there. So we're going to want, how do I want to set this up? Maybe we do arc furnace there, EBF in these 3 slots, and then macerator there, just for like, you know, just for the looks, just for the gram. Sure. And you know how I like to do things. I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants. So if we did, we'll need the input hatch. We got input bus, output bus. Maintenance I want pretty accessible, so maybe we put maintenance there. You know what? No, we can't. It'll be better if we do it'll be better if we do that there. Input bus here. We could put the maintenance hatch still over here. And then our arc furnace can feed right into our EBF. And then, so we'll have LV power here, and we'll want MV power over here. We're going to want an input hatch for the oxygen. Our data cable's right there. Let's put that there for now and face it down. We're probably not going to get to automating the oxygen input just yet, but and then output bus will be near the data as well. Face that down. What else do we got here? Muffler goes on top. We need these guys. We need these guys. And an energy hatch, which can go... Energy hatch can go in this corner. I think this should work right here. Face that down. Let's just knock out all of these blocks. What's that? can just knock out those blocks for now. You know what? We can knock out the ones underneath here to power this. Or power those. This we're going to face. Oh, wait, I need to flip these around, don't I? Yeah. Macerator is what feeds into the EBF, so let's do that and that. And then arc furnace will feed into the macerator. Okay, that is what we want. Alright, so then the rest of this goes boom, boom, not there. Wait, yeah, yes. Yes, there. And then 16 of you. Using just Cooper nickel coils because we had them. You know, recycling. Making use of what we had in our system. Boom, EBF. Okay, so steel production. That's not that complicated, right? Now we just need to power it up and get it all set up with AE2. You know what, we're just going to put that here. Okay, so IV. Boom. So that's transformed down to EV now. And then, why do I have this high amp one? I guess we could use that. That way we have more HV amps around here. Sure, why not? Put that there. Smack it that way. So now we have HV. Now we have MV, and we can come off this MV with a cable there, cable there, and LV. But you know what, let's put the transformer here. Kind of want to put it on a block and not the cable. I think you can just right click on it and it won't connect it, but I don't really feel like risking it right now and loading up back up. That'll be just a bummer. Okay, so we can put tin cable. Because this takes 3 amps, I think. This takes 1, so that'll basically take up this whole thing. Let me get up here a little bit further. Connect that. And connect that. Alrighty. That is looking good. We can save a cable here for now. Probably should get this all colored up too, huh? Alrighty, we're all cabled up, and that means everything is powered now. So let's see if it works with just manually putting stuff. So we are going to want to put in iron ingots. Iron ingots are then going to go into the macerator to be macerated down into dust. Push it over to iron ingots to wrought iron. Wrought iron macerated down. The wrought iron dust goes into the EBF. EBF cooks it up with oxygen, and then it'll give us the output of steel and, unfortunately, ashes. Which I don't know what I want to do with these ashes just yet. Maybe we'll save them. Maybe we'll put them in a storage drawer over there, and then put a void upgrade on there. Maybe we should go do that right now. Yeah, we'll put them right here and void it. Cool. Alright, so let's grab a stack of iron. Oh, we're gonna need oxygen too. And we have a bunch of oxygen down here that I will just take some for now. Alright, let's put a little bit in here. And a little bit in there. And boom. Auto output gets mass rated down. Auto output gets put into the EBF. And what circuit is it actually? 11. Okay, so we need circuit 11 on here. And we need to obviously hit it with our toolbox. Where? Oh yeah, duh, put it right. Easily accessible. And turn it on. 5-second recipe for 1 steel ingot. And our output was over there. Bingo. Okay, so now we just need to hook it up to AE2, which should not be difficult. And you know what? I keep running back and forth when we have these travel anchors. I'm going to put a travel anchor right here. We're going to call it factory. And what kind of item do we want to put here? Is there like a factory item? Oh my gosh. Let's do that. Oh man, that's way better. Okay. Alright, so a little bit of time has gone by. And I've done a little bit of work on the base. I don't know. I think it looks all right for my building ability. But more importantly, don't tell anybody about this door. I think I have a working, functioning steel production ordeal. So this is taking me a little bit of time. I made it bigger. I didn't like the way it was so claustrophobic in here, so I made it bigger, the little factory building here, and then I moved this stuff over here, and I had to rewire it all, had a couple explosions, lost my pickaxe, so that's fun. Made a new one of those. I don't know how I did that. I cannot find it anywhere. So it's gone. So we got to level up a new pickaxe, which is fine. But anyways, I think I have a functioning setup here. The level emitter is currently set to 2,000 steel ingots. I have way more than that after testing so many times. Let's see how many we have. Alright, so we have like 2,300 right now. We will bump that up to just test this out on camera, and then I'll try to explain what I did. I would have done this on camera, but I am just not very confident in my AE2 skills to explain what the heck I'm doing just yet. I still don't know if the whole 2 controllers setup P2P deal I got going on down here is like right. And then I also took out the fluid storage, the little bit of fluid storage I did in AE2 because it just wasn't working correctly. So there's obviously something I'm doing wrong. So I gotta work on that a little bit. So with that said, we need to manually still put in our oxygen. So we'll put some in there, and we'll put some in there. Then all I really got to do to start this, I think, is bump this up another 1,000. And that'll take the iron ingots from the AE2 system via a export bus. And then make that into wrought iron. The wrought iron will then get macerated down and pushed over into the EBF, which will turn that wrought iron into steel with a little bit of oxygen. So, and then it should be putting the steel right into the AE2 system. Let's top that off and see if we can't see the steel rolling in here. I want to see it rolling into the AE2 system, but also into these drawers, because I think I don't know if it's going into the drawers. Okay, so that's going up, right? Yep. Okay. So 2244. I think we have about that here, huh? Yeah. Okay, so it is going in here. All right. Um, so yeah, that's working swimmingly. So I like this setup. Granted, this whole episode was about making steel, which we've done a bunch, but now it is going to be manual, or not manual, the complete opposite of manual, automatic, and we're going to keep 4,000 on hand for now. So that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode, we are going to be working automating more things. So and probably getting into fluid storage and fluid transportation with AE2 because I think that is going to benefit us greatly in the future to get all the stuff in the basement down there, all the goodies we have down here, um, and get that stored upstairs so we can kind of transport all of this around. So we got CO2 gas, ethylene, methane, carbon monoxide, and hydrogen up here. And then also we can store benzene. We'll maybe even store wood vinegar. But we're going to store all sorts of things. This little semi-automated setup makes me oxygen via the ashes. Just takes. Currently, it's taking this stuff and making it into um, phosphorus, and then also getting oxygen. I don't know how I just got. How did I get that? Um, Maybe I have pollution on. I did update to 2.7.3, and maybe pollution is. Oh yeah, we have pollution again. Oh, because I still have this on peaceful, so we're gonna turn this back on to hard. So because I am so done with building now. I gotta actually, I might be in trouble because I haven't really checked spawning spots after doing all this building. So I'm gonna have to go around and make sure that we don't have any rogue spawning spots. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day and bye bye.